Hello, vinyl community. Well. Here I am again in the new year. The first video that I'm filming in 2015. I have some from before Christmas that I'm still, in the process of editing and posting. So I kind of took a break for the holidays. Anyway, I have a couple good videos here for you. This one here is going to be a vinyl finds. The next one will be another vinyl unboxing. Let's get started. So the first stop obviously was before Christmas, and I say obviously because you'll tell by the first two records that I was shopping for the holiday. So, alright, let's get started. Now, this first one is Barbara Mandrell, Christmas at Our House. Yes. So, I have surprisingly little Christmas music in my collection. And what little Christmas music I do have is hidden. I decided I need a holiday section in my organization. But as of right now, I don't have that. So I decided to pick up at least a couple Christmas records. And so I was listening to these throughout the holiday season. But Barbara Mandrell, I kind of grew up with her music. My dad is a big, I wouldn't describe him as a big country music fan, but he listens to country music. He's one of those people that music is not like the most important thing in his life. And we can't imagine that, or if we can imagine it, it's horrific. So, but anyway, needless to say, Barbara Mandrell is one of the artists I kind of grew up listening to. So I didn't hesitate to pick up her Christmas album. It's good. It's a good Christmas listen. Nothing spectacular, but pleased to pick it up nonetheless. Now this one I was very pleased with. Now this is more your classic Christmas album. It has a good variety of artists like Bing Crosby, Dinah Shore, Tennessee Ernie Ford, Nat King Cole, and a bunch of others. So this one especially I loved because it was a good mix of artists. It wasn't just one person singing, So this one got played a little bit more than the other one. So very pleased. This next one, again, this was at Savers. I've never seen one of their albums like in the wild. Spandau Ballet. This is Parade. I listened to it. They're good, but in my mind, they're still kind of one-hit wonders. I don't know that there was a standout track on this album, but a good addition to my collection nonetheless. So now this one, ironically, I was the most excited about. One of the areas that I looked to add to my collection is documentary type records. So when I saw this, I got very excited. So this is What in the World Happened? November 1976. Now you might not, and down here it says Navy. And, based on what little information is on the cover here, you might not think too much of it. I instantly knew, of course it's a documentary type record, so I didn't hesitate to at least look at it. But then when I got to the back, it's very interesting. It says, when the Navy recruiting command asked us to come up with something like a new approach to the people who run radio stations, we suggested they try something useful to broadcasters. While all broadcasters have weekly commitments for public service announcements, all broadcasters have commitments to other programs as well. What in the World Happened is a first offering from the Navy in their efforts to help broadcasters meet those commitments. The enclosed features, one for each day in the month, that's pretty cool, are historical in nature and qualify as instructional programming. We advise that they should be logged as recorded and the type as I. Some techno speak there. Every effort has been made to recognize the accomplishments and contributions of all elements of American society. Some of the highlights of this month include postal money order introduced, 8 Navy destroyers sink first enemy sub, Lincoln delivers Gettysburg Address, first jukebox installed, Thanksgiving Day, Abraham Lincoln marries. So it's just, little historical tidbits that broadcasters could use, I guess, as filler or whatever on their radio stations. So I was very excited about this one. Very excited. It's just, I've never seen one of these before, so I actually want to keep my eye out for more of these. Anyway, I spent entirely too much time on that one. All right, now, very recently, within the last few days, I made my first stop at a record store for the year. So I went to Mad Platter here in Riverside, and I did some deep digging down in the 99-cent bin. So I was down on my hands and knees looking under the regular bins, and I always managed to find some good stuff down there. Unfortunately, it's very uncomfortable. And my arthritic knees just, they don't do well. But anyway, it was worth it. Yes. All right. So I picked up, again, these were 99-cent bins. I picked up I think it was 9 records. This is from my comedy collection. And specifically, I also collect the Firesign Theater. So I love these. They're sort of, kind of like Monty Python, but not as good, and but still enjoyable listens. Yes, the Firesign Theater presents The Tale of the Giant Rat of Sumatra. Oh. Yeah, okay. So I had to do a little research then, because I forgot. I researched these in the store. These next two I had never heard of. So in the store, I researched them to see if they were worth getting. So this first one, after having just done a little research to remind myself, they're sort of they're considered a bridge between 80s country folk rock and the alt country of the 90s. That's according to allmusic.com. So this is Green on Red, Gravity Talks. So, I like country music. I've gotten to the point where I like it again. I went through a phase where I didn't. But if you can combine country and rock and throw in a little not funk, that'd be pretty cool, actually. Throw in a little folk. So much the better. This next one is the Cassandra Complex. From the research I did on AllMusic, it's considered dark wave, but kind of experimental electronic music. Now, this isn't supposed to be one of their better albums, but given sort of the genre, I decided, I'm still going to take a shot on it because I love that sort of thing. So, yeah. So, the Cassandra Complex, and the album is Theomania, I believe. Theomania. Alright. Now for a little hard rock. Now this album is supposed to be very good, according to allmusic.com. I really use that as a reference. I don't know if any of you use allmusic.com, but I use it all the time. Some Warren Zevon. Bad Luck Streak in Dancing School. Oh, man. That's a pretty funny title. Oh, and I don't know if I just didn't look closely at the back before, but that's an Uzi and some ballet shoes. Warren Zevon. I'm not all that familiar with his music. I think I may have one or two, well, probably one other of his albums, if I'm not mistaken. But glad to add that. Now, this album is supposed to be very highly rated for Bread. And this is a pretty nice copy, especially considering it was in the 99-cent bin. This is a Japanese pressing. This is just an insert advertising some of their other albums that they have available. Yes, but this album is supposed to be very highly rated. Yes. Yeah. Kind of an interesting label there. Yes, so I'm very excited about this one. I've been needing to add some of their music to my collection. I think I might have one, actually. I don't remember which one I have. But this is Bread, Baby, I'm a Want You. Baby, I'm a Want You. I mean, they're classic 70s soft rock, maybe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but the fact that this is in pretty good condition, I mean, you have a little wear right there, but other than that, it's pretty clean. And the vinyl was in great condition. So the fact that it was a Japanese pressing, I was like, heck yes, I'm going to pick that for 99 cents. Oh. All right, now this one I was very thrilled to add to my collection. Yes, Clannad. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but maybe it's Clannad, I don't know. But for those that don't know, that aren't familiar with Clannad, it's kind of Enya-esque. A little bit like Enya. Yeah, but good music. Good music. And I've never seen this in the wild before, so I was thrilled to find this. Absolutely thrilled. Alright, just a few more here. We have Daryl Hall and John Oates. No Goodbyes. And since I've been watching Live at Daryl's House on Palladia, which, if you haven't checked out that channel, it's what MTV should be. They have a lot of concerts on there. I don't think they show a whole lot of videos. They show some, I think, but not a whole lot. But it's mostly concerts and music related shows. And so watching Live at Daryl's House on there, I have a renewed interest in Daryl Hall, and I've gained a lot of respect for him because I don't know, I had kind of, I'm not even sure why, but I had counted him out a little bit. But watching that show, I'm like, damn, he's good. He's good. So I don't hesitate to pick up their albums anymore, or his albums specifically, but this one is Daryl Hall and John Oates. So yeah. Thrilled to add that to my collection for 99 cents. Now, this next one, it was supposed to go with the ones that I wasn't sure about. So I haven't done a lot of research, but I do remember specifically about this one, though. So this is Sargasso Trio, and it's an EP. I guess it's self-titled, but basically it's a trio, and is described as electronic folk. So I did not hesitate to pick this up, even though it's an EP. I think it has 5 songs on it, 4 songs, 5 songs. But as I was saying before I got rudely cut off by my camera, I love the artwork on this. You know, you have the staining up there, and it's just, yeah. I love that. I love it. Anyway, so there's that one. And the last one, which I'm very thrilled about, but it has some scratches. I'm not gonna lie to you, but more disappointing than the scratches, because I think the scratches are fine enough that they won't affect play too much. But this is a horrendous, horrendous case of cutout. But this is the most horrendous case of it. And it's a little disappointing, but for this band, I didn't care. So you see here, it has not only one huge notch, but it has another one down here. Oh, and it has a horrendous case of ring wear. But I don't know if you can tell by the faces there, but this is Traffic. Early Steve Winwood. 1973. So let me tell you, I did not hesitate to pick this up for 99 cents. And, you know, it does have some minor scratches, but yeah, it has several scratches that I think won't affect play too much. So, but regardless, I mean, I had to pick it up because I'm really trying to get into not only Steve Winwood's solo music, but also, you know, his music with Traffic and Spencer Davis Group. Because I'm just realizing, like, just since I've been collecting records, that, you know, he was in a lot of classic bands that put out some awesome music. And, I mean, I love his solo music too. Some of it is a little on the poppy side, some of it. But his early stuff in the bands, Spencer Davis Group and Traffic, yeah. So I am pleased to add this to my collection. I hate to keep saying it, but right up there is a button. I hope you will subscribe. I really enjoy making these videos, and I with my slowly building subscriber base, I hope you guys you know, find some value in these as well. But I thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned. I have a very good unboxing next, especially related to Doors fans, best band in the world. Although I'm gonna show also a record from possibly the second best band in the world, and arguably the best album in the world. How about that? So between that and the Doors unboxing, stay tuned. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.